Now in Good Morning Northwest, fire watch. Homes and property threatened or burned. What we are learning about fires burning from North Idaho to the Palouse.
And cooler weather and even a little bit of rain is here to help fire crews out when you'll need to plan for some wet weather heading into the weekend.
And two world leaders, one tense meeting. In just a few hours, Presidents Trump and Putin sit down to negotiate Ukraine's future. Trump threatens severe consequences while Putin praises his efforts. A high-stakes meeting that could reshape the war. Coming up. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for being with us. I'm Robin Nance. Natalie Grant has the morning off. It is Friday, August 15th. Meteorologist Matt Gray here with our first look forecast. Hey, Matt.
Hey, and we're tracking a little bit of rain this morning. Love to see that here as we see some very different weather for the next couple of days around the inland Northwest than we've been used to over the past week and a half. We start off in the north with some light showers around places like Ione, Medellin Falls. We've seen a couple of sprinkles as well around Colville, but the big stuff is going on in the Columbia Basin. Here in Lincoln County, we've got some showers from the Harrington area stretching all the way down across the county line to Ritzville. Some light rain about to move into Davenport along Highway 2. And we just saw some rain wrap up in the Wilbur area. The dark areas, the dark green and the yellow, those are where we're seeing the heaviest rain. And that is where we are at least picking up some much needed wet weather around parts of central Washington here. In Moses Lake in the downtown area, a little shower just moving over now. So we'll pick up a little bit of rain there. Some light sprinkles as well in the George area all the way out to the Columbia River Gorge. I don't expect a ton of that rain in the central part of the state to work its way all the way to the Palouse and Spokane, but we could see a few sprinkles here through about 9 in the morning. Temperatures are going to be a lot cooler than what we've seen lately. Upper 70s for today in many locations. We have a much better chance of rain heading into tomorrow. So coming up, I'll tell you what you need to adjust for your weekend plans.
We are tracking wildfires burning across the region today. These are the main fires that we are focused on. The Sunset Fire near Athol, the Crescent Road Fire, and that is near the Spokane and Lincoln County lines, and the Central Ferry Fire, which is burning in Whitman County, north of the Snake River. We're going to start there in Whitman County, west of Pullman. Yesterday morning, evacuations were lowered to level 2 or get ready status. The fire is estimated at 6,000 acres, or roughly 9 square miles. It is not at all contained at this time. The Crescent Road Fire is, again, on the border of Lincoln and Spokane counties near the Spokane River. Level 2 and level 3 evacuations remain in effect for both counties this morning. You can see that there on your map, on your screen. This fire is estimated about 800 acres with no containment. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office is warning people who live near the Crescent Road Fire to be aware of scammers who could be trying to take advantage of people during this stressful time. The Sheriff's Office sent out a warning about scammers posing as law enforcement, saying they're calling people, telling them they need to evacuate because of fire, hoping they will leave their homes and property unprotected. But the Sheriff's Office says deputies are going door to door in evacuation zones to contact people. They are not making phone calls. Also, the Sunset Road Fire burning northeast of Athol has doubled in size since yesterday. As of our last update at 8 o'clock last night, level 3 evacuations have been added for U.S. Forest Service Road 630 off of Blacktail Road and the areas of Butler Creek Spur, 5 Lakes Estates, Dripline Landing, and the Ponderosa neighborhood, and everything south of Talachi Road. That is in addition to areas that were already under level 3 evacuations yesterday. This fire is estimated at 1,600 acres, or about 2.5 square miles. So far, 3 structures have been damaged in this fire. Firefighters are still assessing the area to see if any others have burned. The Red Cross opened an evacuation center late last night for families who had to leave their homes.
It went from being kind of bummed that I couldn't go to a movie in a theme park to, oh my God, am I going to lose my house tonight?
The Idaho Department of Land says more than 200 firefighters are working to contain that fire. For the second time this week, fire crews had to put out a string of suspicious fires in Spokane Valley. The fire department says someone set 8 fires near Marabou Point Park and the Centennial Trail early yesterday morning. Here's video of some of that damage. Investigators say the largest of those fires was about 1/3 of an acre. Just days ago, crews investigated 3 fires near the Marabou Trailhead and another 3 about half a mile away on the Centennial Trail. And as wildfires continue to burn across eastern Washington today, it brings back painful memories for survivors of the Gray Fire. Nearly 2 years ago, that fire destroyed 250 homes in Medical Lake and killed one person. A sparking wire started that fire. For Air Force veteran Sidney Rogers Jr., the fire destroyed more than his property. It wiped out a lifelong dream.
We had 10 maple trees on each side going up that were all doing really well. That was the dream, is to have a maple tree driveway going up.
The fire destroyed all of Rogers' maple trees, putting his dream on hold. Now, 2 years later, he is slowly replanting and rebuilding that vision. He says he hopes to have all the trees replaced within a year. The countdown is on for the Trump-Putin summit in Anchorage, Alaska. President Trump says he has high hopes for the meeting and promises severe consequences if Putin refuses to make a deal. But he also admits there's a chance they'll leave the summit with no deal. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in Washington, D.C. with our details.
This morning, President Trump scheduled to meet with Vladimir Putin on U.S. soil. The leader is set to meet on a U.S. military base in Anchorage, Alaska, expected to discuss terms for ending Russia's invasion of Ukraine, along with nuclear arms control and trade agreements.
I think that President Putin would like to see a deal. I think if I weren't president, he would take over all of Ukraine. But I am president, and he's not going to mess around with me.
Putin is praising Trump's, quote, energetic and sincere efforts to stop the hostilities. Ukrainian President Zelensky was not invited to today's summit. President Trump suggesting the meeting with Putin could open the door for a second meeting that would include Zelensky.
I think President Putin will make peace. I think President Zelensky will make peace. We'll see if they can get along. And if they can, it'll be great.
Still, President Trump admitted yesterday he thinks there's a 25% chance they'll leave the summit with no deal. Meanwhile, across Anchorage, Alaska, protesters seen waving Ukrainian flags and holding signs that say Alaska stands with Ukraine.
I have no hope it's going to solve anything. I am afraid that Trump is going to try to commit to something which he has no right to commit to.
Russia invaded Ukraine and they need to leave. There's nothing to negotiate.
Now, Putin is bringing his financial minister with him to the summit. Experts believe he will likely offer economic incentives in exchange for Trump agreeing to lift U.S. sanctions on Russia. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Our time is now 7 minutes after 6 o'clock. Meteorologist Matt Gray standing by. Oh, we got looking at the airport here, Moses Lake.
Looking at the airport here in Moses Lake. Not raining here, but just south of here in the downtown area, we are picking up a little bit of rain this morning. So nice to see some rain in the central part of Washington State. They needed a lot. Everybody needs some more rain. Got a pretty good chance tomorrow morning. Let's take a look after this.
Your GPS and internet could be at risk. A new study reveals climate change is making satellites more vulnerable to solar storms. Just ahead, the alarming findings and what it means for your daily life. And a cybersecurity breach linked to foreign actors forces federal courts to step back in time. Judges in 5 states now require paper-only filings for confidential criminal cases. The security overhaul? Next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. The 4 News Now First Alert Weather app. Download or update it today.
I was 44, working part-time. It was my first mammogram, and they found a few cancerous places in my left breast. I didn't have any symptoms. I didn't feel sick. I didn't have a lump in my breast. There was nothing. I wasn't afraid I was going to die. My first fear was, how am I going to tell my daughter? As a result of early detection, I didn't have to do chemotherapy. I just did surgery and radiation. Was able to maintain a good quality of life, and now it's a distant memory.
Always dry scoop before you run.
Listen to me. A hard dog diet got me shredded.
It's time we listen to science. One A Day is formulated with key nutrients to support whole body health. One A Day, science that matters.
In over your head with the price of doing laundry these days? Arm & Hammer Deep Clean Liquid Detergent cleans 3 times more loads than premium tile detergent at the same price. Clean deep without spending deep.
The hot summer specials are on now this week at Findlay Downtown Honda.
This is your chance to get one of the best vehicles made for less.
And if you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, our lot is packed full of great choices. And we're pricing them all to sell fast.
And right now, we're giving $1,000
making it the perfect time to visit Finley Honda Spokane today.
At Walker's Furniture, we believe everyone deserves a better night's sleep. So this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're having a 3-day mattress sale where you can beat the Labor Day crowds and save hundreds on top name brand mattresses. Shop early to get 2 free pillows with your mattress purchase while supplies last. Plus, take advantage of 3 years no interest financing with no money down, as well as free delivery and up to $300 of free furniture with select purchases. This weekend only at Walker's.
Click It RV is the home of the lowest price guarantee, so we are having a Nobody Beats a Click It RV deal sales event happening now. Receive up to $6,000 over NADA book value for your trade through August. Pay 0 down and pay 0 payments for 6 months. Shop new and used RVs from all the major manufacturers. Get a free Traeger grill with every purchase, plus it's your last chance to win a StarCraft trailer or $30,000 in cash drawn at the end of August.
Be a winner like me and get the Click It RV.
Nobody Beats a Click It RV deal sales event happening now until the end of August.
Good morning and welcome back. It's 6:11. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. As President Trump prepares to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska today, a new poll shows Americans are sharply divided on the country's role in the Ukraine war and on Trump's handling of it. The Pew Research Center survey finds half of Americans believe the U.S. has a responsibility to help Ukraine, while nearly as many say it doesn't. Republicans remain less likely than Democrats to back U.S. involvement, but GOP support has risen since spring. When it comes to Trump's decision-making, just 4 in 10 say they are confident he will make the right calls on the war. A third of Americans believe Trump favors Russia too much. Federal district courts are adopting new measures to protect confidential case information. These changes, prompted by a major cybersecurity breach possibly linked to a foreign government, shift some filings back to paper only. So far, 5 states' federal courts have updated rules for sealed filings commonly used in criminal cases to safeguard sensitive details. Although attorneys may submit sealed filings electronically, the public typically cannot access them via the PACER system. The Department of Health and Human Services is reestablishing the task force on safer childhood vaccines following a lawsuit from an anti-vaccine group formerly led by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. The task force, led by the NIH director and including CDC and FDA leaders, will recommend vaccine development, distribution, and monitoring policies. It'll submit its first report to Congress within 2 years. Experts remain skeptical, noting pediatric vaccines are already thoroughly tested for safety. A new study warns climate change may make satellites more vulnerable to solar storms, risking GPS and internet service. Published in Geophysical Research Letters, it says rising CO2 thins the upper atmosphere, increasing density spikes during solar storms. This can disrupt orbits, shorten satellite lifespans, or cause them to fall. As reliance on satellites grows, scientists urge updating designs to address these future changes.
Takeaways today, back here on the ground in your first alert forecast. Cloudy or cooler weather, the rainiest weather we're expecting on Saturday morning, so may want to start adjusting your plans now.
A man who killed a Spokane mom in 2021 died in prison. The Department of Corrections says Joshua Phillips was found dead in his jail cell August 3rd. He was in prison for murdering Cassie Dewey and trying to murder her 5-year-old child in their North Spokane home in April of 21. The DOC says Phillips' death is still under investigation, but does not suspect foul play. Our time is now 6:14 on the nose. A North Spokane veteran gets an incredible surprise as 4 News Now Extreme Team crews transform his entire home. We'll show you how one nomination turns into a complete makeover for a local Navy veteran. And here is a live look at Riverfront Park on your Friday morning. It'll be hopping this weekend with lots of events, from story time at the carousel today to Unity in the community tomorrow. How will the weather cooperate? Find out in Matt's full forecast. It's about 4 or 5 minutes away. Back to school doesn't have to be chaotic. I'm Robin Nance. From better sleep to smarter breakfasts, I'll show you expert-backed tips to create a stress-free routine and kick off the school year right. Monday, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. King of the Cage, live Thursday, September 25th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Nothing says summer better than spending time on your deck. From the afternoon barbecues to the late night socials, the deck has become the most fun place to be. And nobody knows decking better than the pros at Windsor Plywood.
It's time to shop, shop for wood.
From composite to PVC or wood decking to beautiful railing options. If you're looking for a great new deck, Windsor has the best selection at the best prices.
Windsor Plywood.
There's magic throughout the universe. And some places have more than others. There's magic inside, everywhere. There's no place like Wonders of the World. There's magic inside.
R&R RV has just lowered prices on every pre-owned motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer in stock. We're talking jaw-dropping savings on the region's largest selection of pre-owned RVs. All pre-owned units at R&R RV are clean, certified, and never purchased at auction. Quit dreaming. Just do it. Same-day delivery available on many units. Shop pre-owned units now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake, North Spokane, and Lewiston. Or visit rnrrv.com.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
If you want to shine this summer and be healthy and fit, then this week is the perfect time to join Moo Fitness for about $1 a day and keep your body looking good for the swimsuit season. Moo Fitness.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Kelly's all new this fall. Watch Kelly Clarkson weekdays at 2. Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Band construction is replacing the side of a man's home in North Spokane. It's part of a larger project we first told you about in November. The 4 News Now Extreme team is renovating the home of U.S. Navy veteran John Spurgeon. One of John's friends nominated him for a Veterans Day Extreme Team project. Originally, he thought they were just going to do a few fixes around the house, but crews surprised Spurgeon by residing the entire house. Construction crews have already replaced his roof, and they're still planning to add a fresh coat of paint.
All of this has totally changed the whole look of this house. We've had neighbors pull in the driveway and go, you know, it looks so much better.
Spurgeon's also looking forward to reseeding his lawn. He says he's excited to fix up his backyard so his grandchildren can play there. The roundabout at 16th and Bowdish in Spokane Valley is back open for drivers after its 4th renovation in recent months. The city of Spokane Valley expanded the center circle and sidewalks to slow down drivers. The intersection has a history of accidents that prompted the different revisions. Well, neighbor Melinda Doan says she sees the same amount of reckless driving through the roundabout as she did when it was just a 4-way stop.
The rule followers follow the rules, and the people that don't. Nothing's changed. I'm hoping this redesign does what they hope it does. But more than that, I hope drivers start considering other people.
Doan says she's already seen people drive over the extended inner circle and sidewalks. She believes the real problem is distracted drivers who speed and are on their phones. The city hopes the latest updates will prevent accidents. That's the goal. Here is a live look this morning. The sun's been up for about a half an hour or so, and there's a lot of clouds out there. You can't really see it much.
No, can't really see it much. There was a little sliver right when the sun came up, and that's about it. So cloudy skies today. That's going to keep our temperatures cool, and we are going to see at least a little chance of rain today. Now, tomorrow, going to be much better. We got a couple of days here. You can see this big storm system. Lots of moisture there in that blue color available for us to hopefully all of us can pick up at least a little bit of rain around the inland northwest as this storm moves through. So let's show you what's happening right now. Over the past hour, we have seen this wet weather moving through the central part of Washington State, getting closer and closer to the Spokane area. As I mentioned before, have been quite worried that this is going to fall apart, but we are seeing some showers, at least looking like they're going to make it to as far as Cheney, where we may see a little bit of a sprinkle here over the next 30 minutes or so. Also going to keep an eye out around Deer Park as well. Some of those showers you can see from the hour loop starting to get a little bit closer here. We are going to have a chance for a few light showers. Once again, don't expect a ton here of activity or much in your rain gauge at the house either. But through about 8 or 9 this morning, there will be some isolated sprinkles as we get to the afternoon, but most areas are going to stay dry for today, with the exception of the Cascades, where it is going to be raining pretty much all day long and getting some nice rain in the North Cascades. For this evening, we'll start to see some of that rain move back into the Methow Valley, into the Omak area and around Wenatchee as well. And into the early hours of the morning, more wet weather in the central part of the state. Now, that band of rain is going to move its way into Spokane and Coeur d'Alene during the morning hours. So we're going to have some rain for breakfast for Spokane, for Coeur d'Alene in the I-90 corridor and across the inland northwest. This is the kind of stuff that we need more of this time of the year. Thankfully, we are going to get it. And for those of you who have some plans on Saturday morning, this is going to be sticking around through at least lunchtime. This light to moderate rainfall. We'll see some isolated to widely scattered thunderstorms, especially in North Idaho. They're going to be fairly weak. Not much to worry about when it comes to wind or hail or anything like that. Just a couple of rubbles of thunder and some brief heavier rain for the second half of the day. So Saturday, definitely a busy day, one where especially the first half of the day, you want to be prepared for wet weather or maybe consider moving some things around as far as you're planning for the weekend. Sunday looking pretty nice. Temperatures about 5 degrees warmer than what we'll see for tomorrow, and we'll have our sunshine back, at least temporarily. For today, temperatures mostly in the 80s. We will see a few spots only in the upper 70s. It just really depends how thick that cloud cover stays as we go throughout the day. Next week is looking really, really nice. Mid-80s, pretty average for this time of the year. Are going to keep an eye out for 1 or 2 isolated thunderstorms on Monday afternoon. But otherwise, next week looking pretty good.
I'll say. Looks great.
And hey, we can open the windows a little bit on Saturday as well. That's going to be nice.
That's going to be really nice, Matt. Thank you very much. All right, your time is now 6:22. Eastern Washington football takes over Spokane for its first ever public preseason event. Fans flock to One Spokane Stadium as the Eagles show off big plays on both sides of the ball. Highlights from last night's game coming up. We'll be right back with a lot more Good Morning Northwest on your Friday.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's our Endless Summer Savings Sales Event, where you'll save $12,250 off new Sierra 1500 Denali's or 0% APR. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
The 2025 Ford Bronco is everywhere, and for good reason. It's built for anything, loaded with capability, and will go anywhere you take it. Snow, mud, dirt, whatever the road throws at you. This goat gives you seven different terrain modes to handle it all. And the Bronco just won an award for Best in Class for initial quality. When buying your next SUV, think Wendell Ford. We would be honored to show you the new Bronco. Wendell Ford, drive for generations.
Custom is more than choosing from a few fabric options. With our custom upholstery, you get control over almost every detail, so you can design a piece that's perfect for you. From the style of the arms and legs to the cushion type and pillow shape. Perfect style, perfect comfort, created for you. The Custom Comfort Event. Get 30% off store-wide at the Tin Roof.
Hi, I'm Matt Gray with 4 News Now. For families with young children, here are some tips that can teach them about money and how it works.
Use a glass jar for each account so kids can see how their allowance can grow. 70% can go into the savings jar, 20% towards a spending jar, and 10% can be used for gifting to a charity or a person in need. Using coins or dollar bills, talk with your young child about how to set up accounts to help them manage their money.
There are lots of great ways to teach your kids about money. For more tips, go to becu.org.
2-0 pitch, breaking ball lifted high in the air. Hoffy is drifting back, goes up, and he makes the catch!
Friday, August 15th, KXLY 4 News Now invites you to Avista Stadium for our Rally Towel and Fireworks Night, presented by Bulldog Rooter. The first 1,000 fans and all STCU Gold Glove members receive a free rally towel. Right after the game, we'll have a fireworks spectacular. For tickets, go to SpokaneIndians.com. Always free parking. Friday, August 15th, Rally Towel and Fireworks Night, presented by Bulldog Rooter and KXLY 4 News Now.
It's our endless summer savings sales event where you'll save up to $14,000 or 3.9% APR on new Sierra 2500 HD Denali's. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. The Eastern Washington Eagles took over One Spokane Stadium last night, hosting their first ever preseason football event for the public in town.
14-13.
The energy was palpable inside the stadium, from the defense and the offense both making big plays to the kicking unit getting its flowers for a 56-yard walk-off to end the scrimmage. Excellent vibes flowed through the great crowd there tonight. Head coach Aaron Best spoke to us about the high emotions present throughout the team and how he can see it all used positively for the future over this season.
I do think the fans played. I do think the weather played. It cooled down a little bit, I think. But playing well kind of it helps each other out when guys make plays, and some of those young guys make plays. They're rooting for each other. Emotion certainly is the way this game is played, and challenging those guys to play with emotion but not playing emotional. The room for errors like that. So I think our guys did a pretty good job of that today.
There's that big kick talking about. What a leg on him right there. Coach Best and his Eagles have that kickoff in San Antonio August 30th against the number 5 Incarnate Word Cardinals, but not before another fall scrimmage, that one down in Cheney next week. And Washington State men's basketball dropped their full non-conference schedule yesterday, revealing who they'll play before the final of 2 seasons in the West Coast Conference. Highlights of their 6 games in Pullman include an opener against Idaho, the annual Apple Cup Series on November 14th, and hosting the Nevada Wolfpack in early December. The Cougs also have a ticket to the Maui Invitational over Feast Week and a date with Eastern Washington at Spokane Arena in mid-December. We'll have the full schedule up on our website, KXLY.com. That's all for Morning Sports. Check us out at 6 and Nightside tonight for plenty more sports all around our area.
Our time is now 6:27. A cross-country trip turns into a nightmare on I-90. Family semi-truck explodes in flames when a wrong-way driver hits them near Post Falls. The split-second decision that saved their lives next. And the federal government strips local control from Washington, D.C. Police. Pam Bondi appoints a DEA official as the city's new police commissioner with veto power over all decisions. The legal battle brewing coming up. And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, saved from a burning car.
Where you at?
69-year-old Mary Frances McLord says she was driving along a remote New York highway around 4 a.m. in early June when she fell asleep at the wheel, her SUV rolling over, pinning her inside as it caught on fire. That's when 23-year-old Nathan Felix says he happened to be passing by when he saw McLord's car and jumped out to help, pulling her out.
Come on, you gotta get up.
This morning, GMA reuniting the woman trapped in the burning car and the Good Samaritan who saved her life.
It was overwhelming what this young man did. What young person runs up to a vehicle that is now caught on fire and still tries to get somebody out of it?
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on this harrowing caught-on-camera rescue. With your GMA First Look, I'm Allison Cossack, ABC News, New York.
Febreze. I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to working from home, I gotta have every part of my house clean. That means tidying up, then spraying my Febreze Air Mist to leave every room smelling fresh and clean. With that done, it's time to get to work.
You're feeding my grand dog Blue, right?
Purina One.
But Blue's got deboned chicken meal, brown rice, oatmeal, barley.
Purina One has chicken, rice flour, corn gluten meal, whole grain corn, chicken byproduct meal.
Let's switch to Blue.
Dry eyes still feel gritty, rough, or tired? With MyBo, eyes can feel MyBo is the only prescription dry eye drop that forms a protective layer for the #1 cause of dry eye, too much tear evaporation. For relief, that's MyBo. Oh, yeah. Remove contact lenses before using MyBo. Wait at least 30 minutes before putting them back in. Eye redness and blurred vision may occur. MyBo. Oh, yeah. Ask your eye doctor about prescription MyBo.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now's Get Outside Guide is brought to you by Click It RV.
Global Credit Union serves the men and women of our armed forces stationed around the world. We're proud to honor our military members by wearing red on Friday.
Red stands for Remember Everyone Deployed, and 4 News Now and Global Credit Union are inviting you to wear red on Fridays too.
Show your support for the men and women of our armed forces.
Tell them and their families thank you for their service and for protecting our future. Stop by any Global branch and pick up a red pin.
And then remember to wear red every Friday from now until September 11th.
When allergies throw a sucker punch, the power of Claritin D punches back harder. Get fast, powerful relief of your worst symptoms, like nasal congestion. Claritin clears.
First, they dip into science. Then, they dip into yum. Everyone will love the combination of crunchy sticks and creamy Nutella. Nutella and go. Dip into yum.
You want to challenge me right now, Ziggy's?
Oh, yeah. What are we doing? Playing a game?
Alphabet game. Air conditioners, brass fittings, cabinets, drills, extension cords, probably gauges.
I feel like you could go on all day long.
I'd probably get stuck in the middle of the alphabet, though.
Like L? What could we say for L?
Well, anyway, it'll come to us in a little bit here, but you can get anything you need at Ziggy's. Project's huge, project's tiny, Ziggy's got it all. Ziggy's!
Yeah, Ziggy's.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We start this half hour of Good Morning Northwest with the 4 News Now story tracker. Washington, D.C.'s police chief signed an executive order allowing officers to share information with ICE. The measure only applies to people not in custody. Federal agents still are not allowed to question people police are detaining, and officers aren't permitted to look through databases for immigration status. The order is intended to help officers provide information during traffic stops and assist federal agents in transporting detainees. Attorney General Pam Bondi has formalized the federal government's control of D.C. police. In an order yesterday, she declared the head of the Drug Enforcement Administration would operate as the district's emergency police commissioner. According to the memo, D.C. police leaders need his approval before issuing any directives. In addition, Bondi instructed the city to end its sanctuary city policies aimed at protecting undocumented migrants. Target and Ulta Beauty are ending their partnership. More than 600 Ulta mini beauty shops have operated within Target stores since 2021. Ulta's merchandise was also added to Target's website. In a statement, Target said it is proud of the experience the companies delivered together. Ulta also shared a statement saying the partnership was one of the ways they brought the power of beauty to customers nationwide. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance. Natalie Grant has the morning off. It is Friday, August 15th. Meteorologist Matt Gray checking out our first alert forecast and what has got going on this weekend.
Yeah, so for this weekend, we're going to be seeing, well, a little bit of what we're seeing right now, which is some rain showers working their way into the inland Northwest. Let's take a zoom in here as we're starting to see some sprinkles in the Spokane area. So east Spokane, right around the Dishman Hills area on the south side there, and then into the Chester neighborhood in the south end of Spokane Valley. Both these areas seeing at least a little sprinkle of rain right now. We've had the clouds throughout the boarding. We saw just a little sliver of the sunrise when it came up here almost an hour ago, about 45 minutes ago. We head further south, down I-90 towards the Tyler area and Fish Trap, where we're seeing some light showers. That trying to track in towards Cheney, so don't be surprised around Cheney or around the south end of Medical Lake, down to the Granite Lake area, where we do see a few showers here later on in this 6:30 half hour. Well, but it's seeing a little bit of rain here as well. We're going to be watching places like Tum Tum and Deer Park, and also some rain looking like it is tracking in towards that fire that's along Long Lake. So if we could just keep that shower here north of Davenport. We could keep it going. That would be very useful for fire crews. Some more showers around places like Coulee City, down to the Ephrata area, parts of Moses Lake. Also still seeing a little bit of rain out there this morning. We have more wet weather on the way for tomorrow, and tomorrow in particular is going to be one where you'll definitely want to consider adjusting your plans, as that rain will be fairly widespread. All that coming up in your full forecast.
Thanks. New on Good Morning Northwest, the Central Valley School Board is taking a step toward legal action against the state. It signed a letter of intent to sue the Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction over how it rolled out policies around transgender student athletes. Board members say their issue isn't with the policy itself, which protects students from discrimination based on gender identity, but how the state implemented it. They argue OSPI skipped the proper rule-making process and put school districts in a tough spot. At Monday's meeting, some board members questioned whether the public has had enough time to weigh in and whether it's worth spending thousands on legal action. The board says no student programs will be impacted, though the lawsuit could cost between $5,000 and $10,000. New images this morning from the night of the Idaho College murders. Surveillance video obtained by ABC News capturing the killer's vehicle circling the King Road home. ABC's Kana Whitworth has the story.
This morning, newly released surveillance footage, authorities say, shows confessed killer Bryan Kohberger driving around the house where minutes later he would murder 4 University of Idaho students. His white Hyundai Elantra seen circling the neighborhood several times, making 3 passes by that King Road home between 3:30 and 3:58 a.m., minutes before investigators say he entered the home. Around 4:17 a.m., you hear what sounds like a voice, followed by a loud thud. Then a dog can be heard barking. Investigators say that was a prominent sound.
The dog barking is probably the most consistent noise on that video.
The car seen leaving at a high rate of speed around 4:20 a.m., careening around the street. He tried to hide his movements by disabling his Wi-Fi and manually powering down his phone, according to the digital forensic experts who analyzed his devices. But less than 2 hours later, he was calling his parents, 11 interactions with them the day of the murders. The experts also saying they found evidence of disturbing search history on Kohberger's devices weeks after the murders, including Christmas night.
Bryan Kohberger spent a majority of his night on Christmas doing a deep dive on serial killers.
I mean, it was ridiculous details about all of these different serial killers, and he just clicked one after the other after the other.
While forensic evidence revealed no direct link to the victims, they do say that he used Google Maps to search for the Mad Greek, which is the restaurant where both Mogen and Kernodle worked. Kana Whitworth, ABC News, Los Angeles.
It was a mess yesterday at this time. A major crash shut down westbound I-90 in Post Falls. A wrong-way crash yesterday set a semi-truck on fire. This is video from the scene. It happened about 2:30 yesterday morning on the Spokane Street overpass near milepost 5. Idaho State Police say a Dodge Caravan driven by a 62-year-old from Spokane Valley was going east in the westbound lanes. Coming the other way, a semi hauling cars driven by a 55-year-old man from Pennsylvania, his wife and son on board. The semi driver swerved to avoid a head-on collision, but the van sideswiped the truck, rupturing a fuel tank. It spilled diesel across the road and caught fire. The truck was a total loss. The Caravan driver was taken to the hospital, and the semi driver, his wife and son, were treated at the scene. Westbound I-90 was closed for more than 6 hours while crews cleaned up. Unity in the Community is happening tomorrow, Spokane's biggest celebration of diversity and connection. It's from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. at Riverfront Park. It's a day full of music, food, and activities where neighbors come together to celebrate community, connection, and coming together as one. Bring your family and friends and be part of that fun. Right now, we are getting a live look at the event location right there in Riverfront Park. In just a few hours, crews will begin setting up. And it is shaping up to be a pretty good day for the community to come out, dodging a few rain showers, which we'll hear about here in a little bit. It's now 6:39. All right, now is a little bit. We're going to be dodging some rain.
We're going to be dodging, yeah. You know, for the morning hours in particular, you want to have some rain gear. Want to have some rain gear if you are traveling to the west side this weekend as well. Snoqualmie getting a lot of wet weather right now, and we're going to get our share of some wet weather both a little today, but mostly tomorrow in your forecast coming up.
Playing politics on two fronts. California's governor takes the stage speaking against congressional redistricting while ICE agents descend on the events. What happens after the break?
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
For over 100 years, we've gathered here. Dusty boots meet blue ribbons, and fair food meets family tradition. At the North Idaho State Fair, we're not just making memories, we're keeping tradition alive. Join us August 15th through the 24th for the best 10 full days of unforgettable memories right here in North Idaho. Get your tickets now at nisfair.fun for the North Idaho State Fair, presented by ICCU.
It's that time of year again. Time to donate to Coats for Kids. Kootenai Health is a proud sponsor of the first Coats for Kids opening day at the North Idaho Fair. Bring a new or gently used coat to the fair on August 21st and receive free admission, compliments of Kootenai Health. Help kids in need this winter and make sure they have a warm coat to go outside when the weather turns cold. Coats for Kids, keeping kids warm for almost 40 years.
Thanks to Kootenai Health, leading the way in advanced health care for our region.
Are you looking for a cool new tricked-out truck? Something lifted and loaded, perfect for the Inland Northwest? Then you need to head on out to Cal Cars Superstores, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's Truck Kings.
We always have the best selection of trucks in the 509 and the 208.
Half-ton to three-quarter ton, to dualies and diesels. Nobody has a better selection at a better price than Cal. Like your deal, love your wheels. This week at Cal.
Here in the Northwest, no matter the season, adventure's calling. Coeur d'Alene Nissan has a truck for all 4 seasons. The Nissan Frontier is built for every challenge, from snow-covered roads to rainy days and everything in between. With a 310 horsepower V6 engine that comes standard, you have no trouble getting to the top of the ski hill or towing that boat to that favorite fishing hole. Come see why the Nissan Frontier outperforms the competition in every season. Nice trucks, nice people. Give us a try, Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
After a car wreck, Big Insurance moves fast to protect themselves, not you.
I called Craigsoft and Associates. They not only fought for me, but treated me fairly every step of the way.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Back to school doesn't have to be chaotic. I'm Robin Nance. From better sleep to smarter breakfast, I'll show you expert-backed tips to create a stress-free routine and kick off the school year right. Monday, only on Good Morning Northwest. It's now 6:42. Yesterday, federal agents appeared to be conducting a raid outside the venue where California Governor Gavin Newsom was announcing his redistricting plan. Now, this all unfolded in Los Angeles' Little Tokyo neighborhood. Agents say they apprehended at least one person patrolling the area on foot and in vehicles before entering a nearby federal building. Newsom's team calling the timing intimidation as the governor pushed a plan to let California voters approve a new partisan redistricting map.
Donald Trump, you have poked the bear, and we will punch back. We have got to meet fire with fire.
The governor says the raid was happening at the same time he took the stage, asking if it was any coincidence.
Takeaways today in your forecast. Cloudy or cooler today. We'll see a couple of showers this morning, but the rainiest weather not coming until tomorrow morning. We'll help you plan around that coming up.
With the summer vacation slowly winding down, you still have time to squeeze in a few more outdoor adventures. If you're looking for some ideas, why not check out the newly reopened Portage Park in Medellin Falls in Pend Oreille County. It is stunning. The town held a ribbon cutting for the park yesterday with Eastern Washington Representative Michael Baumgartner.
I always say Washington State is the prettiest state in the country. Eastern Washington is the prettiest place in the state. And we got a lot of pretty places in the 5th Congressional District. But if you look at this here, this is pretty tough to beat.
I'll say. For even more fun outdoor adventure ideas, check out our Get Outside guide. You can find our full list of mostly free activities for you and your family at kxly.com/getoutside. It's now 6:44. Fed up with out-of-control kids? Yeah, a lot of us are. We're going to take a break and be back with a lot more Good Morning Northwest right after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
We invite you to Mistaqua Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together. As the area's only non-smoking casino, we're proud to be the place that treats you right. Stay and play, enjoy live table games, your favorite gaming machines, and bet on your favorite players and sports with Caesars Sportsbook. Check out our event space for your next special gathering. We're located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Plan your visit today at Mistaqua.com.
Click It RV is the home of the lowest price guarantee, so we are having a Nobody Beats a Click It RV deal sales event happening now. Receive up to $6,000 over NADA book value for your trade through August. Pay $0 down and pay 0 payments for 6 months. Shop new and used RVs from all the major manufacturers. Get a free Traeger grill with every purchase, plus it's your last chance to win a StarCraft trailer or $30,000 in cash, drawn at the end of August.
Be a winner like me and get the Click It RV.
Nobody Beats a Click It RV deal sales event happening now until the end of August.
Summer's heating up, but your home doesn't have to. During Mainstream's No Sweat Summer Sales event, it's easier than ever to upgrade your comfort with the best financing offer of the year. For a limited time, enjoy 6 months, no payments, no interest on new AC systems. Stay cool, save big, worry less. Call Mainstream today or visit mainstreamhomeservices.com to take advantage of this amazing offer. Cooler air is just a click or call away. Don't sweat it. Mainstream has you covered.
4 News Now brings you an aerial postcard from Kamiak Butte.
It is now 6:47. Here is a live look at your sky cam, Matt.
All right, things looking quite cloudy this morning. There is some sun out in some other parts of the inland northwest. So still some parts of North Idaho seeing some sunshine. Not going to stay that way forever as we see wet weather, just a little sprinkles, just a little preview this morning of what's going to happen. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, this is the radar over the last hour. Kind of give you the broad picture of what's going on as the first wave of moisture from this system moves in. It's the second wave that's coming in tomorrow morning that is going to be by far the bigger opportunity for rain for us. But we got some sprinkles now moving into Spokane County. Certainly looks like rain out there. 61 degrees at this moment. We're going to keep rain chances in the forecast. It's going to be very spotty, hit or miss. Not going to add much to your rain gauge. Through about 9 this morning, we'll start to see things just end up cloudy and dry and cool and comfortable as we get into the late morning and around lunchtime. So Saturday is going to be the big day for the weather, particularly in the mid to late morning around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, where I expect things to be fairly busy. Now, that is going to impact some events this weekend, and really all events outdoors are going to be impacted on Saturday, particularly in the late morning. For Unity in the Community, that gets going at 10 a.m. in Riverfront Park. Rain chances are going to be very high at the start of that, gradually tapering off, especially after lunchtime. So definitely the second half is going to be a lot drier than the first. You want to make sure you have some rain gear no matter what you are doing if you're planning on spending any extended time outside on Saturday morning. The Idaho State Fair, the North Idaho State Fair, also gets started this afternoon, this evening. Not worry about that. But as we get into tomorrow morning, gates open at 11 o'clock, we are going to have a pretty decent chance for some wet weather all the way up until about 2 or 3 in the afternoon, off and on. Temperatures will be quite cool as well, only getting into the low 70s here. Let's take a quick lead through the simulated radar. There are those showers that we're going to see this morning. You can see a lot quieter, but still one or two isolated clumps of wet weather here as we head to the afternoon. And then here comes the big band, which we're going to be seeing tomorrow morning. So across the central part of Washington State, more early morning rain for you. This is about 9 a.m. You can see rain pretty good in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, all the way up to Bonners Ferry, all the way down to the Tri-City. So everybody's going to get at least a little something out of this one. Nice to see that, where we don't have to go piecemeal with the amounts for rain. Then for the afternoon, just one or two little showers, little thunderstorms. They won't be very strong at all. We'll be lucky if we get just one or two bolts, which once again, I think is good. Be great for fire crews, this weather here, especially for tomorrow. Sunday looking pretty nice, 80 degrees and some sunshine. We will see temperatures a little warmer on Monday with some isolated thunderstorms. We warm up even further for the middle of next week, but it looks pretty nice. North Idaho State Fair midweek. That might be the place to be, Robin, because that weather's looking pretty good.
Sure is. All right, Matt, thank you so much. It's now 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint is coming up next. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on your Friday. TGIF. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
Frisky's World.
Come on, let's explore.
That's made with real salmon.
Look what I found. Little soups for cats.
There's the delicious taste of tuna we treasure.
Definitely coming back tomorrow.
Friskies, always more to explore.
At Walker's Furniture, we believe everyone deserves a better night's sleep. So this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're having a 3-day mattress sale where you can beat the Labor Day crowds and save hundreds on top name brand mattresses. Shop early to get 2 free pillows with your mattress purchase while supplies last. Plus, take advantage of 3 years no interest financing with no money down, as well as free delivery and up to $300 of free furniture with select purchases. This weekend only at Walker's.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
2-0 pitch, breaking ball lifted high in the air. Hoppy is drifting back, goes up, and he makes the catch!
Friday, August 15th, KXLY 4 News Now invites you to Avista Stadium for our Rally Towel and Fireworks Night, presented by Bulldog Rooter. The first 1,000 fans and all STCU Gold Glove members receive a free rally towel. Right after the game, we'll have a fireworks spectacular. For tickets, go to SpokaneIndians.com. Always free parking. Friday, August 15th, Rally Towel and Fireworks Night, presented by Bulldog Rooter and KXLY 4 News Now.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Friday with the morning sprint. Keep an umbrella handy. We have some scattered showers popping up here and there. Meteorologist Matt Gray will have your forecast. But first, new on Good Morning Northwest, the Central Valley School Board is taking steps towards suing the state over its rollout of transgender student-athlete policies. Board members say their issue isn't with the policy itself, but how it was implemented, arguing the state skipped proper rulemaking. At Monday's meeting, some questioned whether the public had time to weigh in and whether legal action costing up to $10,000 is worth it. The board says no student programs will be affected.
Cloudy skies, and we are seeing a little bit of rain out there this morning, and we will continue to see off and on sprinkles through at least 9 a.m. We'll see our rain chances drop off quite a bit in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene after that. Not going to be warm at all today. Our temperatures will only be in the upper 70s, even if we do see a few peaks of sunshine later this afternoon.
We are tracking wildfires burning across the region today. These are the main ones that we're focusing on. The Sunset Road fire near Athol, the Crescent Road fire at the Lincoln-Spokane County line, and the Central Ferry fire burning in Whitman County north of the Snake River. We'll start in Whitman County, west of Pullman. Yesterday morning, evacuations were lowered to the level 2 or get ready status. That fire is estimated at 6,000 acres. It has zero containment at this time. The Crescent Road fires on the border of Lincoln and Spokane counties. Level 2 and level 3 evacuations remain in effect for both counties. This fire is estimated to be about 800 acres, also with zero containment. And the Sunset Road fire burning northeast of Athol has doubled in size since yesterday. As of our last update around 8 o'clock last night, level 3 evacuations have been added for Forest Service Road 630 off of Blacktail Road and the areas of Butler Creek Spur, Five Lakes Estates, Jupe Line Landing, and the Ponderosa neighborhood, and everything south of Talachi Road. That is in addition to areas that were already under level 3 evacuations yesterday. The fire is estimated at 1,600 acres. For updates on our Fire Watch coverage, go to KXLY.com/firewatch. We are getting a new look at the night of the Idaho College murders. Surveillance video shows Brian Kohberger's white Hyundai Elantra circling the King Road home multiple times between about 3:30 and 4 in the morning. Then just after 4:15, you hear what sounds like a voice, then a loud thud followed by a dog barking. Investigators say the car sped off 5 minutes later. They believe Brian Kohberger tried to hide his movements by turning off his phone and Wi-Fi. Digital experts uncovered a disturbing search history as well, showing he spent Christmas night researching serial killers one after another. For more updates on this case, you can tune in to Good Morning America. A man who killed a Spokane mom in 2021 died in prison. The Department of Corrections says Joshua Phillips was found dead in his jail cell August 3rd. He was in prison for murdering Cassie Dewey and trying to murder her 5-year-old child in their North Spokane home in April of 2021. The DOC says Phillips' death is still under investigation but does not suspect foul play. It was a mess on I-90 yesterday morning in Post Falls. A wrong-way crash shut down westbound lanes. Troopers say a 62-year-old was driving the wrong way and sideswiped a semi hauling cars. The truck's fuel tank ruptured, diesel spilled, and the whole thing was caught on fire. The semi was destroyed. The driver, his wife, and son were treated on the scene. The van driver was hospitalized. The highway was closed down for more than 6 hours. Spokane is gearing up for Unity in the Community. The city's biggest celebration of diversity and connection is happening tomorrow. It is from 10 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon at Riverfront Park. It is a full day of music, food, and activities where neighbors come together to celebrate community, connection, and coming together as one. Bring your family and friends and be part of that fun. And we are looking right now at where Unity in the Community takes place at Riverfront. We owe everything to our troops, past and present, for their honor, courage, and dedication. As a token of our appreciation, 4 News Now and Global Credit Union encourage you once again to wear red on Fridays.
Join us in recognizing our troops and their families for allowing us the freedom we enjoy every day as Americans. Stop into any Global branch to pick up a red pin and show your support.
And then wear red every Friday from now until September 11.
Wear Red Fridays, brought to you by 4 News Now and Global Credit Union.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve. Don't let big insurance get ahead of you.
Our team acts quickly to handle everything for you, so you don't have to worry about a thing.
After my recent accident, I knew I needed help, so I called Craig Swap & Associates. They really fought for me and treated me fairly every step of the way.
Don't wait. Call Craig Swap & Associates today and let us handle it for you. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
Oh, some dark skies this morning over Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, and we are seeing a few sprinkles out there. We'll continue to see that through the mid-morning. By the afternoon, however, I expect that most of us will be dry again, at least temporarily. We got more showers coming in tonight, and then for Saturday morning. Saturday in particular looks like it is going to be a busy day of weather. Make sure that you are ready for rain if you have some plans for tomorrow.
All right, Matt, thank you so much, and thank you for joining us this morning. We hope you can stick around for live local updates coming up for you throughout Good Morning America. GMA starts now.